Hello friends, as we see, conflict between India and US day by day gradually increases. I am Akash Mishra. Welcome Salan Kong Review. Basically, this video is all about following key points on India-US trade conflicts. We discuss about import and export dynamics, trade volumes between India and US of various key commodities, impact of US tariffs and its economic implications. The man you all see is a Donald Trump, US president, but the way he acts, not like a US president, just like a small child who have no knowledge of data and facts. He considered Indian economy as a dead economy, but India is world fastest growing major economy with real GDP growing at 6.5 to 6.8%. The economy he considered as a dead economy, but by developing Trump Towers in India, he earns crores of money. India has 4 Trump Towers located in Mumbai, Pune, Gurugram, Kolkata. The residential towers are a part of Donald Trump's real estate venture. However, India, his venture have so many upcoming projects. In recent days, S&P, an American credit rating agency, which is a division of S&P Global, changed in his rating an Indian economy from BBB negative to BBB. This upgrade shows India's economic growth and its policy credibility. Now come to video. First we discuss about import and export scenario between India and US. India and US have good trade relationship, जिसका पता चलता है लगातार बढ़ते trade volume and diverse commodities से. But conflict come due to imbalance in trade and policies. America concerts it and responds by imposing tariffs. India exports to US various items. These are pharmaceuticals, diamond and jewelry, machinery items, organic chemicals, and so on. In all these, 20% are medical related items, 20% diamond and jewelry, 15% machinery parts, 15% organic chemicals, 10% apparels include textile items, 10% iron and steel, and remaining 10% are other goods. Second is conflict between India and US trade. Key areas of conflicts are agriculture product. It is main conflicts in agriculture product. America चाहता है India allows genetically modified crops and dairy items in his market. GNC crops not allowed because for crop production हमें depend रहना होगा अमेरिका पर. Dairy नहीं allow करने का कारण है in America cows are food they gives non-veg. Other are intellectual properties rights, digital trade and tariffs on steel and aluminium. Third is trade volume analysis. In trade volume analysis, India on upper end. Trade balance is favored India. In recent years, trade between these two countries touches mark of $100 billion annually. US is on trade deficit with India, as you clearly see on diagram. India are on trade surplus and US on trade deficit. To counter this, tariff imposed by the US on Indian goods. Fourth is US tariff impacts on Indian trade. As we know, US imposed tariff on specific Indian goods, 25% on steel, 10% on aluminium like this on other goods. We discuss about it later on video. US also revoked India's GSP status, which allows India's goods to US on duty free. Impact analysis. Tariff बढ़ने से cost of Indian goods increases, so it is not compatible to US market. It directly affects export and decreases export to US. This sector, like aluminium and textile industries, is more affected by this. Or Indian exporters use alternatives to tackle impacts of US tariffs, as we see on diagram, which is more impacted by comparing its pre-tariff and post-tariff value according its rates. Fifth is India's response to US tariff. We all know when the Russia-Ukraine war starts, all Middle East country diverts all supply to US and European Union country. To tackle energy shortage, India starts importing Russian oil. Donald Trump said all this and said India don't care how many people killed by Russian war machine. To all this, he also added 25% additional tariff as a penalty due to buy Russian oil by India. India responds. Even America and European Union also do trade with Russia with data and states. India have basically 3 options: retaliatory tariff, WTO dispute resolution, negotiation with US. India chooses diplomacy for all this. Last is conclusion. As we know, now the whole world is connected each other by directly or indirectly trade, so its impact on both the countries. This trade conflicts and tariff war becomes challenges and barriers to trade. It impacts opportunity of growth and collaboration. So not go to like tug of war situation, sit together and negotiate it. It's beneficial for both countries, upcoming futures and generation. Thanks for watching. If you find this video is helpful, must subscribe this channel and press the bell icon to be updated.